Hey guys, something insane happened that's going to change mobile gaming forever. Epic Games just prevailed against both Apple and Google in federal court. So here is what happened. On April 30th this year, Epic won big against Apple in US District Court in California. The court said Apple has to let developers send players to other websites to make purchases. Then, on July 31st, Epic scored a major victory against Google at the federal appellate level, with the court confirming Google abused its monopoly power. This is huge because it means that for now, game developers can keep way more money instead of giving it to Apple or Google. We are talking about $92 billion industry that just got flipped upside down. Back in 2020, Epic Games said forget this to Apple and Google taking up to 30% of their money. So they sued each company. The April 30th District Court ruling against Apple was massive. The court basically told Apple you cannot stop developers from telling players about cheaper ways to buy stuff. So now, if you're in the US, game developers can send you to their own websites instead of forcing you to buy through Apple Store. Apple is appealing this ruling, but for now it stands. Then, in July, Epic got an even bigger win against Google. The appellate court there said Google Play Store's practices were anti-competitive and had to change. Here's the crazy part. Mobile gaming made $92 billion last year, but most of that money goes to huge companies, while small developers get almost nothing. Now everything is about to change. During the Google trial, we found out about their secret program they called Project Hug. And guys, this is something out of a movie. Google paid hundreds of millions of dollars an incentive to big game companies like Activision and Electronic Arts to keep them loyal to Google Play and discourage them from starting their own app stores. Epic said that these payments were effectively bribes, but the court ultimately said they didn't meet the legal definition of bribery. Get this, Google thought they might lose up to $6 billion if developers started leaving their store. So they offered Epic $147 million to bring Fortnite back. Epic said nope and kept fighting. Google also had other sneaky programs. They struck deals with Samsung that reduced the Galaxy Store competitive push. They paid phone companies to make sure Google Play was the only store people could easily use. When the court saw all this evidence, they were like, Google, this is not fair play. So what do Apple and Google have to do now? Let me break it down super simple. For Apple, if you are in the US, developers can now send you to their websites to buy stuff. Apple cannot charge their fee up to 30% on those purchases. Apple is trying to appeal this, but right now this is the law. For Google, they have to let other stores actually compete with them. No more paying companies to stay away, no more secret deals with phone makers. And developers can use different payment systems instead of being forced to use Google's expensive one. Google also has to share their technical stuff with other app stores so they can work properly on Android phones. This Google thing lasts for 3 whole years. There's even a committee watching to make sure Google actually follows the rules. Okay, now let's talk about money. Here's where it gets really exciting. Let's say you make a game and players spend $100,000 on it. Normally, Apple or Google would take up to $30,000 of that, and you would get to keep up to $70,000. Now, with these court decisions, developers in the US can send their iOS players to websites and pay zero to Apple. For Android worldwide, other stores are charging as little as 5% instead of up to 30%. So instead of keeping up to $70,000, you could keep up to $95,000. That's up to $25,000 extra dollars in your pocket. The best part? This isn't some weird workaround anymore. It's become a normal way to do business. Developers everywhere are setting up their own stores and making way more money. Speaking of making more money, there is this company called Xsolla that's perfect for this new world we are entering. And full disclosure, they are sponsoring this video. But honestly, what they built is pretty amazing for this exact situation. If you want to set up your own web shop and keep more of your money, Xsolla has you covered. They are a globally trusted video game commerce company that's been helping both major studios and indie developers for years. They made this thing called Webshop. It's a specialized online storefront designed specifically for mobile game developers. You can directly sell in-game currencies, items, bundles, and passes to your players without triggering Apple's or Google's in-app fee structure. And here's what makes Xsolla special. First, the fees. They enable developers to save up to 25% on platform fees. That's a massive difference. I'm looking at their demo right now, and the customization is incredible. You get fully customizable no-code storefront that seamlessly match your game's branding. It looks professional and gives players a direct way to support you. If you're using Unity to make mobile games, which most people are, the integration is effortless. You can create web shops via a simple link from major mobile app stores, no complex coding required. They also have these advanced live ops tools built in. We are talking targeted offers, bundles, and promotions designed to boost player engagement and retention. You can create special deals, limited time sales, holiday promotions, all the stuff that actually helps you make more money, not just saved on fees. And get this, they support over 1,000 payment methods worldwide, across 200 plus regions. So your players in Brazil can pay with local banking like Pix, players in Germany can use Software, and players in Southeast Asia have options like GrabPay and Maya that actually work for them. What's really impressive is their comprehensive services. They provide robust, easy-to-use tools for monetization, distribution, and scaling games internationally. As an industry leader known for innovation and reliability, Xsolla empowers developers to focus on creating exceptional gaming experiences by simplifying complex commerce processes. They have launched over 600 plus web shops, and they're trusted by thousands of game developers around the world, making them one of the industry's most dependable commerce solution provider. With both Apple and Google being forced to open up and developers everywhere jumping on this trend, the timing couldn't be better. So, what happens next? This is just the beginning. Epic says they're bringing their Epic Game Store to Android phones and Fortnite too. They probably won't go through Google Play though. They want to be completely independent. But here is the bigger picture. This could start a domino effect. Other big developers who were scared to challenge Apple and Google might start demanding better deals too. We could see more and more developers experimenting with direct stores and alternative payment systems. Those who do are already seeing higher margins. The European Commission found Apple in breach of the Digital Market Act this past April, specifically for preventing app developers from freely informing customers about alternative offers outside the App Store. South Korea's Communications Commission took action in late 2024, requiring Google's and Apple's app stores to allow other payment methods. For developers, this means it's time to think differently. These days of just accepting that fee of up to 30%, as that's just how it is, are over. If you're a game developer or thinking about making games, or you're just interested in this crazy industry, check out Xsolla Webshop. I'll put the link in the description. With everything changing right now, Epic beating Apple and Google, developers everywhere making their own stores, getting ahead of this could make or break your game. Check out Xsolla Webshop today. It could be the most profitable decision you make this year. The mobile gaming industry is worth $92 billion and growing. There are more opportunities than ever, but also way more competition. Having the right tools and paying the lowest fees isn't just nice to have anymore, it's essential. What do you think about all this? Are you excited to see these changes to how Apple and Google operate? Have you tried any other app stores or payment methods? Let me know in the comments. And if this video helped you to understand what's going on in mobile gaming, hit the like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. And I'll see you in the next one.